Well, it's the 12th again this morning, Thursday morning. Almost mid-December. After a little snow event, they call it. Storm, winter storm. They're really getting it again up north of here. We're starting to feel some of those effects right now. You can see the snow bands beginning to arrive as we speak. I'm going to go down and take a little cruise through the inner city area before I go home. Ended up having the time here after shooting a little earlier video and a short. Comes a side plowing snow plow. The plow hangs out the side. You can retract it. All right, be right back. And again, just to mention, this is pretty well ice, snow covered. They've treated it, but it's a little cold out for that. Put sand on it, that was better. Has some cold cars over here on the right. Go in and get you a new dub dusted off. That's what they do. They use leaf blowers right over here to blow the snow off the vehicles. As you can see, this person right here working. All the dealerships do that. Terrible tragedy happened right there. Right there. In that parking lot. One evening. That was where two of the victims of the famous Uber killer, Jason Dalton, killed that father and his son as they were looking at a vehicle there. Right back there. Then Dalton went on from there out to the Cracker Barrel and murdered those four elderly ladies and wounded that young lady there. Up after he had perpetrated his crimes over on the eastern part of the city, shooting a young mother over there. She survived. I did a video about all that. Can't pass there without mentioning that, or even thinking about it. Man. All right, let's see what goes on here a little closer into town. And this corner used to be a gas station, and was there for many years. Boy, that guy just shot right through the red light. Going too fast, couldn't stop. Unbelievable. Too fast. Anyways, it turned into Stadium Motors. They're gone now too. They used to specialize in selling old police cars. Ones that were outdated or given up by the department. You'd go in there and get white state trooper cars, black ones, Interceptors with the push bars and Nerf bars on them. You get the blue Michigan State Police, most of them all Chargers, Dodge Chargers, and so forth. This person right here is having a heck of a time. Yep, they're having a heck of a time right there. All right, be right back. Everything I'm driving on right here is solid ice. Comes another contractor, independent, right there, the snow plower. You're going to see a lot of those. I like to call these people out. Good job. Go out there and take care of business. Some of those folks, they cut lawns during the summer. In the wintertime, they put a plow on their vehicle and out they go. Some of them are more economical than others. Some of them do your driveway for 50 or 60 bucks. Shovel your sidewalk for another 20. Some of them want 100 and a half. That's just the driveway. I guess it depends on the size of the driveway. There's main campus, Western Michigan University. Don't need to go to the Lawson Ice Arena today, Wing Stadium, or even a frozen lock. Notice the distance. I am using brake just a little, just to start the process of slowing down. I'm off the brake to stop from sliding. Everything is fine. Since I was 16 and received my driver's license, I took extra tests and so forth and qualified for a chauffeur's license. And I've maintained a chauffeur's license in the state of Michigan ever since I was 16 without issue. Oh boy. It's amazing to note, as we're paused here by Waldo Stadium, home of the Broncos football team, that about 10%, maybe a little more, of the cars I see on the road today, and most of the times in conditions like this, do not have their lights on. There's a couple of them up ahead of us here, and you'll see more of that. It is wise to be seen in conditions like this. Come say hi. That's the funniest sounding dispensary I've ever heard of. The House of Dank. Ha! Made fun of that before. Well, I don't want to make fun of it. I've laughed about it before. I think we'll just make our ingress to inner city Kalamazoo. One of my favorite little neighborhoods right here. We're going to pass the Wood Upjohn Mansion and all these others. The summertime, there are walking history tours of this neighborhood. And I just missed one this past summer. I was up north with my grandson visiting the Sioux Locks, and I really would have wanted to check one of these out. I know a little bit about some of these places, but I'd like to know a lot more. Here's the Marlboro. Just beside it, the Kalamazoo House. And then the Institute of Arts. Replay, different day, a lot more snow. This is a beautiful little tree right here in the corner. Right straight ahead there, on the other side of the cannon, along the curb, there was a young man that was killed there on his motorcycle during the tornado back in 1980, I believe it was, down here. Yep. And they didn't find him. The whole park was tore up real bad, all Kalamazoo down here. And the people that were just searching and looking and trying to clear things away didn't find him for many hours. And someone noticed, man, there's someone trapped under here on a motorcycle, and it was a young man, and he was deceased. One of several that were killed that day here. Again, we pause here at the State Theater, which is recently closed. Been open for 100 years. The owners had it for the last 40. Across the street from the old Kalamazoo Gazette. Little Art Deco there. Thank you, fans, promoters, and partners. Here's to the next 100. They're still looking for the proper owner to take this beautiful, actually world-renowned theater over. People who own it are very professional. They'll find the right people. My parents lived in the skyrise right beyond it. If you look at that very top floor on the right-hand corner, they were the second window down from it. Quite a view of Kalamazoo. Scared me to death. I don't like heights. I would not go out on the balcony. 20 stories high. Yep. There was a person that jumped from the 16th story right up there, just around the corner on the other side years ago. I remember when that happened. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah, take Rose Street today. Haven't been down Rose Street in a while. Pretty good old Kalamazoo homes along here too, as you can see. We're at West Dutton and Rose. Both sides of the street. And again, many of these homes are ones that single family back when I was a kid and used to walk up here. There's the Fresco again. I'm sorry about the sun every time. But there it is, right there. That's all it was all hand carved back in the day. Here's where I used to walk. Right up Vine Street here. I'm about a block and a half behind us. 2nd and 3rd grade. All the way past these homes. Many of the kids coming out. Nice place here in the corner, right? Yeah. And they'd be coming from the left and the right, Park Street, the other streets as we get up here, and many kids then they're here. We did have a crossing guard here at Park. We had another one up here at Westnedge, and then the elementary was just beyond it. Ton of kids. Old Central High School and famous Cheney Auditorium's right up here on the next corner too. This is all now what's known as the Vine Street neighborhood, or the Vine neighborhood. And again, I always call attention to this home, the oldest home in the city of Kalamazoo. Right there. All right. Right there in the middle of this little storefront building used to be Quality Bakery. There was a real nice pharmacy on the corner with a big billboard up on the roof that used to mainly be Lockshore Farms Dairy, advertising them. Where you see the crow's nest was Lion Dyke's Butcher Shop. And then just beyond it here was Barker's Store, little party store, candy store, soda shop. They actually had a real soda jerk in there. A real soda jerk. And I'm not making fun. That's what they called them. Here's the Octagon House. And of course, the Pioneer Cemetery. And you can see they still have utility workers down here finishing up. It was on hold for several weeks because of the body they found under the sidewalk there. Did a little video on that too. Hard not to look at these homes as you drive by. These little businesses and storefronts, that's closed now. They all are. This place right here had a fire years ago, and there it sits. Tarp over the roof. This used to be a Dairy Queen. Now it's Taco Bob. And we're heading out to home. See you in the next one. Well, let's go around the corner and see what the big hill is going to look like. The one that I told you in an earlier video about, that it's been impassable some years. They close it at the top and the bottom, but I made it up in my Kia Soul. You gotta love that. Looks like everybody's doing just fine. Over here are some of the best sledding hills that you can find, but they are treacherous. You should see look how steep that is. Oh yeah. This used to be Old South Junior High School back in the day. Now it's the Maple Street Magnet School for the Arts. My grandson goes to the Millwood Magnet School for science, math, and technology. There's someone that has succumbed to the shoulder of the road. Other folks up here have decided to move today. You gotta move, you gotta move. No problem there. Totally understand that. My gosh. Here's one of the best fire stations in the world, because it's in the city of Kalamazoo. We've got great fire departments here and law enforcement. There's a real big ladder truck. It's a tower ladder in there. Pretty cool. All right. We're almost home. Talk to y'all later. Stay warm and safe.